Hello, I'm Dr. Gemma Newman and I'm a GP and broadcaster, and today I'd like to help you with a few top tips to improve your health. I'd like to talk to you today about how to cure a stiff neck. Now unfortunately it's a really common problem, and around 2 in 3 of us will have a stiff neck at some stage in our lives. There's a few things I want to point out to you first though that might make a stiff neck more serious. If you have any weakness or numbness in the arms, if you have any difficulty in walking, if you have any problems with your bladder or bowel which are associated with a stiff neck, if you're having any fevers, or if you've got any underlying medical conditions like arthritis or cancer, it's important to see your doctor. Alright, so how do we cure a stiff neck? Well, it depends on the cause sometimes. It may be simple wear and tear, and that does tend to happen as you get older, although most often it's a simple sprain of the muscles or ligaments around the neck. And don't forget, the neck is a very vulnerable part of the spinal cord. It's the most flexible and it has to support the weight of your head. So what do we do to prevent neck sprains and stiffness? Well, the first thing I would suggest is it's really important to pay close attention to your posture. Especially if you have a desk job or if you tend to hunch up by a computer, it does tend to make neck pains much more likely, so it's worth paying attention to that. Things like yoga or Pilates are really good for maintaining posture, and I'd recommend that if you haven't tried it, it's worth trying if you do get prone to stiff necks. Time is a great healer, and I'd say that if you do have a stiff neck, often a few days is all that you need to get yourself back on track. If you're in a lot of pain in the meantime, however, you could try painkillers. Now, I'd start off with the simple and move on to the stronger. So, paracetamol is always a great first bet. You take 2 tablets 4 times a day, and that should settle down the pain. If that's not working, you can try anti-inflammatory painkillers, things like naproxen, ibuprofen, or Voltarol. Sometimes you need to go and see your doctor for these, and they're not suitable for everyone, so if you're not sure, go and see your GP. If you need something stronger or to relieve muscle spasm, you might need to go and see your GP for a muscle relaxant medication as well. So once we've gone through painkillers and posture, you can move on to things like exercises. Now, I mentioned yoga and Pilates, but there are also some specific neck exercises that you could try to improve your stiff neck. You might want to see a physiotherapist for more details of those. I would also suggest that you look into your lifestyle and make sure that you always wear bags with 2 straps, and make sure that you always lift things with your knees rather than your back, as this will help your whole spine, not just your neck. I hope you found these top tips useful, and I hope that your stiff neck clears up quickly.